G'day, it's John from OGS. I guess it's time for another episode. It's Friday. I've had a pretty hectic week. I slept in this morning. I was actually late to work. Anyway, so it's around lunchtime, so I thought what better way to skip my lunch and maybe put the headliner in the VG. I've had this car for over a year now. Long story short, I got it from Bega, New South Wales. It was difficult to get. The guy, had sort of sold it already, and he was going to get a guy to build him a shed in exchange for this old sucker. And I quickly jumped in the car and then, drove the 6.5 hours, I think it was, I can't even remember, to go see him, give him some cash in his hand, and I had to tee up transport to come pick it up. Anyway, since I've got it, I haven't done that much. We got it running, we've done the suspension, we've sorted everything out, so she actually drives quite nicely. But the headliner was all ripped up. Here it is here. I've got some new headliner that I want to put in right here, right now. Let's do it. I've never done a headliner before, but I've got my tools of trade. I went to Officeworks last night and I picked myself up some clips, an 80 pack. So these are the 19mm, and I got a 40 pack here of the 25mm. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get the new headliner, put in the rails, slot it all in, and then I'm going to clip everything just to double check that it all lines up and it looks good. And then after that, I've got some contact adhesive, quick grip, that I'm going to spray on the edges there, and then fold it over so it's nice and taut. And hopefully it's going to stick, and I'll use the clip and I'll leave it over the weekend. So that's what I think the plan is. The only bit I'm not quite sure about is when I did take out the old headliner, I tried to keep all the rails in the right spot. The only ones that I'm not sure about are these two here. So I've got two, so there's a 50-50 chance I'm going to get it right. I'll take those odds. Okay, so we can't open this from the outside. That old chestnut. I've taken out the front bench seat. That's actually a new carpet, but it's pretty dirty and dusty from sanding that thing over there. I've taken out my bench seat over here, give me a little bit more space to work. Oh, and I'm inside. Let me do that. So what I've done is I've basically rust-proofed the roof, and I've put some sound deadener all throughout, as you can see over here. And I've painted the pillars just for a little bit of rust proofing. I've got this old headliner that's dangling down here, which ripped right across when I tried to take it out. So we've got a few things that we need to rectify to get this headliner in. So there's a few things that I want to do before I actually put the headliner in, and that's probably screw in a few things here for where the visor went, so I can actually tell where to do the cutouts for the holes. Because that's going to be a pretty integral part of things. I mean, if I don't put some sort of screws back in, then I'm not going to know where the holes are. But from what I think, it's just the two visors, and you've got the interior light there. I don't think there's anything else. There's the you've got the seat belts over there as well. So I'm trying to look for some screws to then marry up to where I'll need to do the cutouts. So if I just sort of just loosely put them in there, it's going to give me a reference point. Hey, it actually works. Look at that. I'm just spending time just sort of making sure I know what's going on, because once you glue it in, like, it's going to be very, very difficult to find out where to pierce the holes, and you'd probably stuff it. So this is what I believe to be sticking up in the headliner where the bulb is. So I just want to just double check that it all lines up and I know what's going on with it all. I think it goes something like that. Because the car was already sort of like half disassembled when I got it, sometimes it's just a matter of sort of like trying to piece it together. And I mean, those holes kind of line up there, so you can sort of pick and choose the rear ones or the front ones. I mean, I might be getting it wrong, but who knows? Somebody will tell me in the comments. So I'll just change that to the front ones there. And then we'll give it a red hot. I have had a brainwave though, is that what I'll do is when I put the headliner in, I'll just clip it, and then what I'll do is before I glue everything, I'll create the holes and pokey potty. Because that way then I'm not really stuck up, you know, or swimming up shit creek. Yeah, let's do that. So I've got this. This is a new headliner. It's been sitting in its envelope for a while. Maybe I will lay down some rags. Valiant VG Coupe. Well, we'll soon find out. Okay. Oop. What's this for? Why is there more? This worries me. Let's put that to one side. Okay, that's just an offcut. Okay, so straight away we can see that this is the pillar. These are the pillars. Let's have a look at the old one. So you can see the old one here, it's gotten really like crinkly and obviously crappy. But they've done a great job, it's like the same material. The only issue that I've got is that like, do I need to iron it to get rid of these marks here? Not sure. What do these mean? I don't know. Alright, sweet. So this is obviously like what you're actually going to see. So let's flip it over and then have a think about the rods. Ah, cool. So you have these little slits here which the rods go through. They seem pretty fine, so we just gotta cool our jets and make sure we just do it nice and slow. All right, let's start with the ones at the back. So this one here, still within there. Okay, so this is definitely the back. We should probably give that a clean. I've got an older bottle of Merch Liquid Gold. I use this stuff for pretty much everything that I do these days. It's the way to go, I reckon. Just put it on a rag. Give it a quick little clean. Ooh, yeah. Feels good. Feels great. You guys enjoying watching me clean a rod? Just what you're spending Friday night doing. You know what I think it is though? Everyone's like, oh, why aren't you working on the XE or whatever? Everyone's like, are you guys working on your own projects or are you just watching me do my own shit? I hope you guys are moving along with your own projects because I want to see some of your X Series 4s on the road. Anyway, enough ranting. Okay, so this is the final rail. So let's slot this bad boy in. Look at that. Amazing. Oop. Ooh, no. This is dramatic. Oh. It feels great. I'm reverting to my actual personality, which is just talking shit. Oh, we're in. It's a boy. Oh, so that was number one. Let's get going. Look how much dirt just came off that. So luckily we just gave it a quick rub and a tug. Give it more liquid gold. I'm telling you guys, this stuff is just unbelievable. Okay, here we go. Let's get this one in. Ooh. This one's slightly more like curved, so I'm struggling a little bit with this one. But here I am. This is me. This is all I am. Oop. Don't want to rip it. We're in. Hang on. So the lining, it goes, should it go like that way or that way? Let's test this one. So I think it goes in these little things. It's been ages since I've... Yeah, it goes like that, I'm pretty sure. Can't go any other way, can it? Yeah. Alright, so it will go like that to hold it in place. Okay, so this is the third one. We'll do the same thing. Give it a rub, give it a tug. Okay, I've got the third one. Let's get it in. So far this has been pretty good. Actually, I shouldn't say that because something's gonna like break and rip. And my life's gonna just turn into ruin. Okay, cool. Now it comes to the one where it's a 50-50 chance because I don't remember which one went where. So if you come over here, they're all different, but they're kind of not, if you get my drift. Like this one's got a slightly different, tiniest different angle. So that gets me worried. You would think that maybe it would be like the less pronounced one first and then the more pronounced one because the headliner goes sort of like up. So I would sort of say that maybe that would be this one here. But let's give it a shot. Let's actually just put it in the car and double check. Oh. Alright, so that one's like touching on there, which might be a good thing. And that one is sort of touching on it. So like, I mean, that looks pretty right to me, if you ask me. Don't ask me, because I've got no idea. And then we'll try them the other way around. And I bet you I won't be able to tell the difference. That one's like a bit looser. But then that one's kind of looser as well. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Whatever. No one will ever know. I've switched them around again, and this one feels good. It feels tight. What do you reckon? If it feels good, it feels good. Here he comes again. Got another rod. Don't know whether it's the right one. Probably is. So it's Christmas time's coming up, and I'm thinking about like traveling to a few country towns. So I'm actually going to possibly take some videos of going to obscure country towns and post it on the Oz General Store Facebook page. Might be searching for some cars. Don't know yet, but yeah, let me know whether you guys would be interested in that kind of content. I used to do that all the time. I used to go to country towns and stay at the worst hotel for fun. And it really wasn't that fun when I was there, but you know, when you look back on it, it wasn't that bad. I try to find motels that are like $40 a night sort of thing, no frills. You sort of do get a good night's sleep, but not really. But the trick with all that sort of stuff is that you don't actually book through you know, motels like a hotel or Trivago, whatever they're called. You just call up the motel and you go, hey, I want to stay there. What can you do for a cash price? And then they might go, oh, it's usually $80, but you can have it for 40. You go there and give them some cash and you have a great time. We're in. All right, you're built to eat. All right, so should I start from the front or the back? Let's start from the front. So, number one. Oh, didn't want to go. number one. No. I feel like maybe I should have gone from the back. I'm gonna go from the back. All right. Oh, no. All right, here I go. I'm going to the back. Oh, why didn't I just pay somebody to do this? Okay. I reckon like it's not staying there in place because there's a lot of weight, but I think that if I just work a bit quicker, something will happen. Okay. I'm starting to sweat. You guys are making me sweat. Okay, 3. I mean, you probably can't really see what's going on. What happened there? Are you okay, I'm done? Oh, fuck. Okay, let's do it again. I might need to like clip it as I go. I'm just gonna start clipping it. Like, I know there's a lot of overhang of material, so it's not quite right, but I figure if I just start getting everything in place, it's gonna start looking to perhaps how I want it to. Maybe. It's probably gonna go to shit. Oh yeah, cool. All right, so I want to start clipping it over here just to keep it all where I want it to be. So let's do that. Oh shit, break something. I'm just clipping some material. That's all I'm doing. Nothing fancy. Just a simple man trying to put a headliner into his VG coupe. Beautiful. That's 3. We've got 2 more to go. I'll do the same thing. I'll try to clip it just so it sort of stays in place a little bit more. Okay. Hey, we're in. I'll clip it. I'll do it properly. Oh. Hey, I didn't know the horn works. Woo! Alright, I got the last rod. And then I'll see how that looks. And then this, then comes over here. Whoa! Hey! Let me clip this bad boy. I'll give you the grand tour inside the spaceship. Take a peek inside. What do you reckon?
Looks like the walls of an insane asylum.
Well, you know, you get that on the big jobs. No, you know what it looks like? It looks like a Commodore. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend. But there's no Commodore guys on the channel anyway. You guys are all just X-Series Falcon tragics, like me. Yeah, I need to get this tighter, and I can feel where I need to cut all the holes, but yeah, especially the pillars down the back. Oh, they could use with a little bit of tightening. Something like that. We're getting there. Hey, you know what though? I'm gonna call it a day here because I reckon that you blokes probably know how to do this and they're gonna give me a few more red hot tips before I go and stuff it up. So thanks for checking out the video. I'll see you next time. I probably won't do another video of me actually doing this because it's kind of boring, I suppose. But leave a comment below. I need some tips and tricks to work out what to do with all of this here, because it's pinned, but it needs to get nice and tight. Take it easy, guys. Catch ya.